on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend.
It's time for the Guys on the Couch segment as Reynolds wipes a tear. This is our touchy-feely time.
Oh, yes.
You know, the economy has turned more of us guys into stay-at-home dads. Fortunately, we haven't been turned into stay-at-home dads just yet, but, well, here's what it looks like. These dads are looking for help and advice from other fathers who've been there. So they turn to the internet. And Josh is here to tell us about a quickly growing phenomenon which I was surprised at.
Hey, look,
Daddy bloggers.
Daddy bloggers. It's huge. 158,000.
Now, wait a minute.
Stay-at-home dads now.
Huge?
Well, here's the thing. Hear me out.
All right.
You're right. I mean, there's different ways to decide what's huge. 158,000 dads in this country have been home for a full year now, taking care of their kids. And this is more than ever. The economy is doing this to a lot of dads. And those are just the ones at home for a full year.
Right? Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know my wife, as a stay-at-home mom, looks on the internet all the time for advice. So what you're finding is more and more dads on this position now, they're doing the same thing. So they had their first ever summit. So you want to call that huge or not, you can. They had a summit in which a whole bunch of guys got together who run these dad blogs. And now their blogs are catching on for all sorts of dads. So I asked them, what are dads looking for online?
They're really looking for other dads who are going through the same things they are, and looking for some support, looking for some funny stories, and really wanting to share the magic that is being a father.
Guys are responding the same way that a lot of women have traditionally responded. They look for articles on potty training, on how to get the baby to sleep, how to name their baby. And then they end up being a lot on relationship issues, because there are a lot of things that guys just don't talk about with anybody after the baby is born. And we get a fair amount of traffic is on articles about sex after pregnancy, because the relationships change with that first baby.
Hey, you don't hear about this stuff a lot, right? These issues don't come up a lot. Yeah, go ahead.
This role is being completely reinvented, and lots of men are out there wanting to talk about it, because there's not a previous generation you can go to. You can't go to your dad because his form of fatherhood was completely different than what we see today. And so it's new media, it's new fatherhood, and that's what we're talking about here.
So on your blog, you find that this is a place where you can present information about it, ideas about it, have a conversation with other dads about it, where they're sharing their experiences because they need that sense of community. They need to know there's other guys out there going through the same thing.
Yeah, we're not the Peter Griffin or the Homer Simpson that we're often portrayed as. We're involved in our family, we're working, we're trying to provide, or we're working at home in a lot of cases, and our role in the family is being real men.
And what real men means, right? I mean, that's part of what it means to be a real man now. Yeah. You know, guys could get together and have poker night and could talk. Guys could just like call each other. What is it specifically about being online that is offering dads something? What do they want from the web?
We're not out, going to the PTA meetings necessarily, or we're not meeting the other guys in the neighborhood as often as we should, The nights of poker night are not that easy, and they don't happen as much, and that's one core group of guys. But with the web, you get to talk to guys all around the world that you may never actually meet in person, and you can share these ideas and have this conversation.
When are they getting on blogs? Because my day is so busy, and if you have a job and then you get home and you have your kids, are they staying up late at 2 in the morning because they couldn't have sex? And when are they getting online?
We're finding that they're saying, I'm on the computer at work, but they're also saying there's a huge segment of time between 30 minutes and 2.5 to 3 hours a day when they get back home where they're actually going online. What
are the biggest things that you think in general people in society don't understand about dads?
Oh, dads are so active in their kids' lives, whether it's, I work from home. I've worked from home for 4 years. My kids come home, I have to help them with their homework. I'm the one doing it. I'm the one going and signing their forms and going to the play, and I love it. I would have it no other way. And I think that's the biggest thing people seem to miss, is that it's not, you still see all the advertisements, all the literature, anything, it's always with the mom slant on it, and it is a slight.
Not only are we active, but we're competent. We're really good fathers,
I like changing my baby's diaper. I like getting the milk at night or whatever, because it's a very human thing. Whether you're a woman or a man, caring for a little baby is a very human emotion. So we wanted to promote that same feeling, or that acceptance of that, to other men, to promote men being involved dads who felt uncomfortable as well, but also to larger society to see us that way.
And so you can see now, it's dads in all sorts of situations looking into this. So someone just said something, you both just said that's so true.
Absolutely.
What was that?
You go to a bookstore and you'll see a plethora of child care books geared towards females. How to do this for your baby, how to do that for you. But not so many that are geared towards guys. And, you know, for me, when you look at a young kid, and I've got 2 daughters, I've got a 2-year-old, I've got a 4-year-old, and basically, my goal is to keep them from killing themselves.
Yeah.
To keep them from destroying the house and killing themselves until they get to be about 7 or so.
But the other thing is, I mean, sitcoms, commercials, Dad is a doof.
Right.
Yeah.
Dad
exactly.
is just a doof. He doesn't know how to raise his kids or anything. You know, that's so contrary to my experience.
Father is
You
best.
have a lot more father experience than we do.
Yeah,
Your
I
daughter's
mean,
grown.
Man up. Just be a dad. Get out there and help.
And this is the thing. They're saying that this is what they're doing and that they're sick of these representations out there. People suggesting that that's not what they're doing, you know? I got 2 things to show you guys since we're talking about dad. Let's just do a couple stats quickly. In this country right now, 42% are sole providers in this country, and 2/3 now working more than 40 hours a week. You see 9% have taken on second jobs. And we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you about your thoughts on all of this. So go ahead, weigh in. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. Josh Liv, CNN. That was fast enough, right?
It was fast.
All right. See?
Fascinating and interesting. The Daddy Blog
Good
Summit.
stuff.
Did I get a T-shirt, by the way?
Do you want one?
Summit? Yeah, you bet.
I'll get you one from the summit.
We'll be right back.
You got it.